Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Cameron. I'm back with another reaction video. How you guys feeling? How you guys doing? How you guys day going? Comment down below. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Today we're gonna reacting to Stylist Speaks. Hairstylist drags teen client over payment dispute. Now this situation is kind of old. You know what I'm saying? It happened 2 months ago. It happened a little while ago. I seen a little clip of it, but I never was able to find a story that actually happened or what actually unfolded. But I found the video, so we're gonna react to it. I just feel like as a business owner, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say I never owned a business. I definitely own a business. But as a business owner, I think there's ways to go about dealing with situations. You know what I'm saying? Attacking somebody, putting your hands on them, following them, harassing them, assaulting them is never the way to go, because at the end of the day, you're preventing future business or future customers coming to deal with you in your business because of how you chose to react in an immature manner. Now, I don't know what actually happened or unfolded, so we're gonna get into this video and react to it. But I just feel like as a business owner or as a previous business owner, acting that way shouldn't have been your first resort. But let's get into this video and figure out what's going on. Before we get into this video, if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, turn on post notifications so you're notified every time I post a video. Also, if you guys have any videos like react to social media sites in the description below, for send them in and I react to them. With that being said, let's get right into this video.
Money by any means was a person.
She don't want me to take her hair out. She don't want to pay me.
It'd be Jayla Cunningham.
The devil just was working.
She had her 15-year-old client's hair laid, but she says she never got paid. The money was sent to the wrong Cash App.
To do that to a
I
15-year-old is
never
crazy.
thought she was about to run off.
The girl allegedly ran, so Jayla dragged her from the window to the wall.
Like, if I can't get paid, you can't have the service.
A story millions of you have been talking about on the Shade Room, and y'all are divided about this.
That's not how you treat people.
You made the mistake, so fix your mistake.
And now a Shade Room exclusive. Not only has she been charged with assault, but the Shade Room got the receipts. This is not the first time she's been caught on camera getting scrappy with a customer.
Like, this is why I don't want to be in this business in the first place.
I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. Jayla Cunningham has been doing hair in the DMV area since she was 14 years old. She's 18 now. She says she spent about 4 hours doing this ponytail swoop style on her 15-year-old client, a style that she said she'd never done before. We're blurring out the client's face because hours doing this ponytail old. She's 18 now. She says she spent about 4 hours doing this ponytail swoop style on her 15-year-old client, a style that she said she'd never done before. We're blurring out the client's face because she's a minor, but when she did get it done and it was time to get that $150 payment, things got bad, really bad. The client could not pay because her brother sent the money to the wrong Cash App.
Sheesh.
Things went from 0 to 100 from there.
So he sent the screenshot, and I'm like, that's not me.
There was a serious problem brewing. Stylist Jayla Cunningham said that she gave her client some grace at first and gave her time to figure out how to scrape up the $150 she owed.
I already had 25,000 followers before this, 70 on TikTok, and like, everybody know my name is Jayla. I'm like, that's not me. So she like, oh.
She says the young lady was on the phone with several people trying to get the money sent. No luck.
After her calling a couple times, she was like, I don't have it. That's all I had, and nobody can send it. Can my mother send it in 2 weeks when she get paid? I said, girl, I'm not trying to be petty, but no. Like, that's entirely too long. Because, like, 2 weeks, it'll be time for a new hairstyle. Your mother will be ready to pay for a whole nother hairstyle. Like, in 2 weeks, that's just too long, honestly. So I'm like, no, somebody else got to send the payment. And she's like, well, I don't know what we about to do. And I said, well, the only other thing I can offer is to take out your hair. Like, I'll give you a wash and blow dry, but, like, if I can't get the payment, you can't have the service because that was on y'all end and not mine. She like, I do understand that, but I don't want my hair taken out. I like my hair, so I'm just about to get somebody to send it. I'm like, okay, cool.
Then she walked away.
She said she was about to call somebody. She walked out of my eyesight, and I'm like, girl, you got to stay right here. And then I didn't hear a response. So I got up and like peeked my head around the corner, and she wasn't in the salon anymore at all. And then I peeked at the steps. She was halfway up the steps. And mind you, it's nothing up the steps but the exit door. Like, it's nowhere else to go but to leave. So she almost up the steps, and then I started going up the steps. And right when she pushed her hand on the door, she broke running, like fast running.
And that's where this video picks up. A video over 70 million people on X have been talking about.
it. I'm not playing. You just tried to run. You lucky I beat the out you. Good. I did grab her by her hood and I brought her back in the shop. And let me clarify this too, how she even got on the ground. It is steps, how I said it's steps. So like we was both, we was both coming down and then something happened with our legs and we both fell on the ground. It's just, I got up.
The client stayed planted on the floor for a few seconds while one of Cunningham's other clients checks to see what's going on.
Now I'm like,
I mean, I see this happen a lot, you know what I'm saying, with multiple businesses where people try to run off from the service or payment of service. You understand what I'm saying? It happens as a business owner all the time. You know, people get away with shit, you know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. But I don't think you putting your hands on was the best thing to do. You know, as a business owner, like I said before, it's not the first thing you should have done. Call the police. You know, go. You say you have followers and you had a fan base already. It's $150. I get it. You could have simply, you know, did anything to get that payment. Went online, exposed her, posted her face. I'm sure if somebody would have reached out and got the payment for you. But to put your hands on her like that, I don't think it was the best thing to do. Especially being a young business owner, because now it's definitely going to hinder you from getting in the future business or anybody working with you.
Because the whole time I thought I was about to get my payment. I honestly feel like whoever she was on the phone with told her to run out. Boom, that was like 20 minutes. Still no payment. I said again, I'm like, girl, let me take your hair out. Like, because I'm like, at this point, I know I'm not about to get paid now. I'm like, just let me take your hair out. Let me take your hair out. She's like, no, I like my hair. You're not taking my hair out.
She then speaks to one of her family members on speakerphone.
She don't want me to take her hair out. She don't want to pay me. What the f***? No, bitch. The whole face is going to be on this.
There you go. You should left it at that.
Yeah, she going to find out when I get there. I don't get no I ain't finding out bro, I'm going to call my uncle right now. Your ass get left here. Oh, that. Then I heard like a banging at the door.
It was the police. But before she answered the door,
I told my other client, I'm like, go in my suite in my top drawer and get the scissors. I started walking towards her and she's like, no, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't put your hands on me. I'm like, I'm not trying to put my hands on you. I'm not putting my hands on you. I'm getting this damn hair out. When I say I cut it as best as I could because like she was moving. Like she didn't stand and let me cut her hair. Like she didn't want her hair taken out at all. So she was moving.
She says she never once threw a punch, but once she cut the girl's hair, she let her go and proceeded to answer the officer who was waiting outside.
So as a business owner, I know you're still young. There's ways to go about professionalism. Even going after someone with scissors is not necessarily appropriate in some people's eyes when you are conducting business. So when you hear that, going after someone with scissors, do you think that maybe you should switch up how you conduct business and how you go about these practices?
As a business owner, yes. But I feel like in that moment, like I let the best get to me. But I do feel like I could have went about that way differently. But the only way it would have went differently if I just would have let her, just leave without paying me. And in that moment, I'm like, no, I need my money.
The girl's family shows up a short time later and inform her that this was only a 15-year-old girl.
I never knew her age the whole time. And because I was seeing people say, like, I was picking on her because her age. I only did that because her age, because she was smaller than me. First of all, she was actually bigger than me, even though I am older. And the father, he was, pulling out a gun and stuff. He's like, I'm going to be back.
She says no one has physically come back and assaulted her, but the young girl's sister, who's 9 months pregnant, did make a post on Instagram.
And my sister's embarrassed. She got up. She wanted to talk on the phone in private. Now, am I saying my sister should have got up and walked out? No, I'm not saying that. I'm not justifying that. But you gotta understand, she's 15. She's never been in a situation like this. What do y'all expect her to do? My sister started walking towards the steps because, she was on the phone trying to figure out how to get the money to the stylist. In the midst of that, the stylist saw her walk out and began to start following her. At this point, it started scaring my little sister, so my sister started to walk. I'm not justifying the fact that she did that. Now, if she felt like my sister was about to run off, why couldn't she just lock the door? Why did you have to drag her? If my sister really wanted to run off, don't you think an Uber would be outside waiting or somebody would be outside waiting on her? Nobody was there. My mother called the police. The police was there before my mother got there, so.
She also says that later that night, Cunningham charged the card she had on file for that security deposit.
So what did they do from the beginning?
After she dragged my sister, after she cut my sister's hair, she still charged my mother card, y'all. So for all of that, she could have just charged the card from the giddy up.
I have a question for you. You
Okay.
have a card number on file.
Yes.
You knew that. Could you have just charged her the $150 after it was all said and done?
Yes, that's what I did. But it's like, I remember I told you I cut her hair. So that's why I refunded it.
Before you cut her hair, maybe
Yeah.
it could have been a good idea for you to be like, don't worry about cash apping me. I'll just charge
Yo,
the
bro,
card that's
like
on
that's the
file.
point. That's the point you got a business for, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like you have this shit on the app. Clearly, you had the security deposit placed in and everything. If somebody's telling you, yo, listen, like that's the most ass backwards shit. I've not ass backwards, but like I don't understand. If you have a business set up and a page for somebody to send you money through an app, why not just use the app to collect the payment? You understand what I'm saying? Why have them come there and send another source of payment or try to give you another source of payment? Send it through the app. This is what happens. People try to run half legal, half get the best of their money out of shit. Like I get it. We all try to make the best out of money, but at the end of the day, you just made yourself like an ass because you chose to be immature about the situation. It didn't need to go the way it went. You understand what I'm saying? You did all of that and still wound up charging the car. Yeah, you refunded it, but my nigga, what was the point of you charging it? You know what I'm saying? That should have been your first initial reaction once the girl said, I don't know, I'm gonna get you paid. You're supposed to be thinking how you're supposed to get paid when she's saying this. Not like, oh, let me just go attack her because she's not paying me. Too young to have a business. Way too young.
Right. But with Acuity, that's the booking site. If somebody's card is locked, it's not going to go through. And I didn't even think it was locked on that. And I genuinely thought she didn't have it. You get what I'm saying? That's why I didn't do it right in that moment. I'm like, if I can't get paid, you can't have the service.
What are you going to be doing differently moving forward?
Relocating to like a way more secure building. I feel like everybody, you have to send an ID. You know, the appointment have to match the ID. 18, you got to be 18 or older to come alone. And that already been the case because the sister tried to, pull up my policy and say it take 13 plus. I start at 13 because, like with the styles I do, ponytails, quick weaves and stuff, people like that, especially for prom and graduation season. It starts at 8th grade. But you have to be accompanied by an adult. That actually already was the case, but it's like really enforced now.
If you had known that she was under 18, would you have acted differently?
Yes. I probably would have just called the police on my end and just like, I don't know, like get her arrested. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know what I would have done, but it's like, I don't think I would have dragged her like that. It's like, Jayla, you're not a minor no more.
Yes, you would.
Even though you was a couple months ago, you're literally not a minor no more.
She admits she reacted out of fear because 3 years ago, she says the same thing happened, but she was the 15-year-old back then and says that an adult woman neglected to pay her. The video has since been deleted on social media, but it did go viral. You can see her chasing her down before the woman threw a punch, and then they got to boop bopping each other.
Because mind you, in that situation, the lady hit me first.
But
it wasn't even like I attacked her. She hit me first. So I'm just, that's the only thing my mind went to when this happened again.
Despite Cunningham going about this situation much differently, it wasn't enough for her to go unscathed. The girl's family hired an attorney and filed second-degree assault charges against her. Their lawyers sitting down with the Fox News affiliate in Washington, D.C. last week.
The video is horrendous. It's a 15-year-old girl. We're talking about someone's child here, a child who is being dragged across a salon floor by her jacket for over something as simple as a mistake.
I'm getting death threats. Like, I'm getting so many threats. And
people
saying, I'm about to book an appointment with you and I'm going to run off and see what you do to me. And it's just like, this is why I don't want to be in this business in the first place.
Jayla Cunningham, she told me that she knows she's wrong and she learned a valuable lesson that day as a business owner, even sending that client an apology. She says she also refunded that $150 to the card on file. Later that night, she did charge that card just to see if it would go through, which it did. She has been issued a summons to appear in court on April 18th on second-degree assault charges, and of course, we'll let you know what happens. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter.
Hey, look, man. Whatever happened to her, meaning the hairstylist, you asked for it. There's a certain way to deal with certain situations. There's a way to go about everything and dealing with certain shit. And I just think that the way you went about it was the wrong way to go about it. You understand what I'm saying? I get you have a business to run. You was there for 4 hours. I understand your frustration 110% because nobody wants to do anything for free. Nobody. I don't care who you are. Hard work, labor, hair, nails, lashes, working on cars, providing a service for anybody. It ain't for free. You didn't start it for free, so it shouldn't be free for somebody to use your service and then walk away for free. So I understand your frustration from beginning, from off rip. You putting your hands on her shouldn't have been the first thing you did. You understand? You were running a business, like you said, you have followers and a following, which that could have helped you get your money back or even get your money in the first place. The fact that you have an app set up to take payments from people, you should use the app to collect the rest of your payment. Or that should have been the first result to you going to get your money instead of attacking a girl. Now, age to me in this situation don't even matter, because at the end of the day, it's not you treat people regardless. Somebody don't pay you, listen, you don't want to pay, next best thing is the police. Make a police report, you sue. It's the right thing to do when you have a business. It's the right thing to do when you have a business. If you're not willing to go through that process, if you're not willing to deal with that, I don't think you should start a business, because it's going to happen. I pray to God it don't, but it's going to happen. So I think that you doing what you did wasn't the best way to go about it. And it's definitely going to hinder you from getting any future bookings. You understand what I'm saying? You being 18, you are young, so it's kind of a young mindset to have. And I do understand that you went through it prior. But you don't repeat what you went through prior in the current situation. You wait for it to get there, for that to happen. Because at the end of the day, you have a business to run, you have something to lose. You attacking people, that girl not going to lose nothing. She about to sue you, get paid, and go to another hairstyle and keep getting her hair done. You going to lose followers, bookings, money, and potentially even having money in your business. So being a business owner, you do have a lot to lose, and you have to think twice before you do anything. So I wish you the best luck going forward, but you definitely fucked yourself up with this one, because you shouldn't put your hands on that girl. Regardless of what you feel like she did or what she was going to run off, you shouldn't put your hands on her. So I wish you the best luck going forward. I'm glad nobody got seriously harmed or injured in the situation. She just got pulled and probably traumatized because what you put her through. But at the end of the day, she's suing, and she's gonna get the justice that she deserves, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't put your hands on her. So I wish you the best of luck going forward, and anybody out there running the business, just understand that you have a lot more to lose than the client, because at the end of the day, you are the one that's running the business, and you are trying to grow it and become something successful in the future. I'm assuming you running the business is not just a quick dollar. It's for you to actually go somewhere with it, and you have a passion to do what you do. So to all my business owners out there, think twice before you do. Otherwise, shit can come down crumbling pretty fast. And that's that. That's the end of the video. Wish you like, comment, subscribe, let you guys think, and the comment section below. You guys watch this video, and until next time, I'll see y'all.